How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
И здравейте на всички, аз съм Game Destroyer и вие сте с първи епизод на Biomutant, а именно една игра създадена от THQ Nordic, към която имам доста големи очаквания. Знаете, THQ Nordic са създателите на Darksiders, на която съм доста голям фен. И именно затова очаквам Biomutant да носи малко от духа на Darksiders. Както и да е, нямам повече търпение, така че нека да започваме.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Добре, след като пипнахме настройките малко, нека вече да започваме. Ще бъдем на медиум.
Encode your DNA.
Трябва да си избереме геройче. Добре, имаме Primal, Дъмдун, Рекс, Кайла, Фип и Мърджел. Той има и някакви статуи отстрани. Нека да видим. Primal има Energy Regen и Critical. Strained. Strained определено ще е важен статус. Vitality, Health Armor. Не е зле и това. Хайла. Много Vitality. Интелект. То всъщност и интелекта май няма да е лош статус. Мърджил. Доста надолу интелект. Но пък имаме 5% loot chance. Това определено ми се вижда може би най-доброто. Освен това ще имаме и някакви бартери явно. Но пък ще сме ощетени от към Power, Key Energy и Energy Regen. Кой да избера? Добре, нека да изберем Мърджил. Окей.
Define your genetic structure.
Можем да... Той ни се променя и лицето. Добре, ако слезнем към интелект. Станахме доста грозно. Така, ние сме тук. Vitality. Може би между Agility и интелект. Или между Strength и интелект. То между Strength и интелект не можем. Strength и Agility можем. Movement Speed или Strength. Добре. Нека да сме между Agility и интелект. Понеже ощетихме интелект. Добре, така мисля, че сме добре. Помежду другото ще пробвам играта на максимални настройки. Освен това искам да ви кажа, че в началото ни казаха, че Тази история започва с необичайно начало и ще свърши с необичайен край, което означава, че може би действията, които ние ще предприемем, ще влияят силно на играта.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Добре. Така ни се променя цвета на ръката. Може би радиоактивите ще е важно. Cold. Нека да го сложим между... Може би ето така. Да, ето така е добре.
Choose your first style.
Тук можем да се направим по-готин. Определено доста се постарали за самото геройче. Мисля ето това да сме ние. Нека обаче да разгледам още малко. Това също не е лошо. Не, ето така ще бъдем ние.
Pick your main color.
Червено май си беше най-добре.
Choose your detail color.
Ясно. Може би леко кафеникави. Ето така.
Pick a class. Mercenary. Deadeye.
Имаме и
Commando.
гласове.
Psyfreak. Saboteur. Sentinel.
Добре.
Deadeye. Mercenary.
Той има и някакви бонуси.
Deadeye.
Това е доста добро.
Commando. Psyfreak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Commando.
Добре, мисля да
Deadeye.
избера Deadeye.
Deadeye chosen.
Еми, това е геройчето ни. Нека да започваме.
Good choice.
Няма как да е другояче.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Трябва някакъв избор да направим.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Тук трябва да изберем дали сме лоши или добри. Обаче явно това са статусове, които да. Strength и Power ми звучи доста по-добре. Добре, къде сме лоши?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
А ние можем и да се върнем реално. Добре, нека видим и бялата страна.
So glad you realize who you really are. Let's keep to the bright and better path moving on.
Добре.
You can't contradict yourself like that. You made the right choice to begin with. Why would you change your mind?
Because you can't deny what's deep within your heart. Sometimes a thought is just a thought. In the end, it's the way you act that counts.
But remember, this is just the beginning of the end. Eventually, it'll be my way or the highway.
Добре. Значи да сме добри. Somewhat. Доста е красиво, добре. Нека да поемем насам.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Някакво мъртво конче.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Значи нещо е опустошило селото ни. Добре, трябваше да дочна. Добре, има доста механик явно. Охо.
You'd better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Добре. Това е от трейлера, помежду другото. Нека да видим колко време ще отнемат лодингите. Надявам се не много.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Добре.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Добре. Трябва да внимавам повече. Явно не можем да чупиме тези работи. Ние сме нагоре, а насам нещо. Бе, явно нищо. Вижте спринта ни колко е як. Нещо. Съндъче. Добре. Еквипваме го. Нека да видим сега в гир. Добре. Ето ни го аутфита. Тук явно имаме още някакви работи. Добре. Инвентори. Нека да видим горе-долу колко е голяма картата. Не можем да сместим повече. Продължаваме тогава. Още едно съндъче. Ясно. Добре. Тук нещо хубаво. Хората си държат лекарства в туалетните, явно.
Thank whoever left this climb stringer here.
А тук дали може да... Явно не. Така.
The oil sludge is everywhere. For most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Доста е силен този пистолет. Окей. Взехме нещо. Явно не трябва да влизаме вътре. Насам сме. Насам нещо. Добре, трябва да му щупим щита. Нека да видим тези upgrade point. Така. Добре, дигаме интелект. Десен F. Добре, отключваме я. Така. Нещо друго за взимане от тук. Тук дали може да отворим? Явно не.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Добре. Имаме кролбар. Явно ще ни трябва за нещо.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
А ние сега продължаваме ли да си имаме кролбар? Да.
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Добре. Май не го направих както трябва. Сега съм целият черен.
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Made the kill.
Добре. Качваме се. А тук дали мога да скача? Да. Още една медичка. И там има съндък. Въпросът е как да стигна до там. Ясно. Втори опит. Ще го взема този съндък. Добре, първия път го направих.
It's in your grasp.
Тук трябва да заобиколя това, да се хвана за цената и да скочи някакси. Добре. Още един хил. Нека вече да продължим. Имам доста хилове.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks travelled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Добре. Може би трябваше ги прочита. Към първото видео тук. Ясно.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Така ли трябваше да стане?
Lockety-lock.
Явно не. Айде още един път. Поне имаме хилове. Така. Нещо не го сващам. Добре, така ли трябва да е?
Need a key.
Отново се изпържихме. Трябваше да прочета какво пише. А не да нацакваме. Загубих движение тук. То беше доста просто.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Добре. Разбрахме как се е стигнало до това положение.
Sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Добре.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
Нека да видим сега какво се случва зад вратата.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Добре, ще помагаме на...
Switched off the lights. last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Нека първо да си лутнем.
Might not need that now, but you will later.
Така.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad.
Значи има и легенда.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
Нека да питаме за белега.
It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Добре. Явно сме в някакъв спомен.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. Magic? He claims it's just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering and connecting all things living, like the Nono. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Добре. Определено играта е доста по-различна от доста игри. И историята за момента ми изглежда увлекателна.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Добре.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Това
He's
беше лесно.
grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Добре.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
Добре.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
Това ли беше спомена?
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage.
Добре.
His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride. Regardless,
явно
you'll
ще
meet again
спасяваме
once
света.
you've played your part in the Tribe War and the situation with the World Eaters.
Така, обаче от тук мисля да приключи този първи пилотен епизод. Не знам колко скоро ще бъде втория, понеже знаете, че се занимаваме и с Валхалата, но ще се опитам да е скоро. Както и да е, аз бях Game Destroyer, ако този клип ви е харесал, може да го харесате и да се абонирате за канала ми. И до следващия път.